Where you are now is just a reflection of your past thoughts, your past thinking. So if you want to change your future, you got to change your thoughts now and then put them into action ultimately. But don't forget the law of detachment.
You can do everything right and it still go wrong in terms of outcome. And you can do everything wrong and it still goes right in the outcome. The outcome is not connected to the quality of your behavior.
4, 3, 2, 1. Ding, ding, ding. Saved by the bell. He goes to his corner. The whole world is like, yep, that's it. Once he comes back out, that's it. Mike's gonna just be hammering. And exactly that. Mike Tyson came out like, I got him. I got this kid up against the rope. Listen to me, many of you right now, life's got you up against the rope. You can't give up. You can't give in. Listen to me, if it was easy, everybody would do it. And if life's got you backed up, I need you to do what Buster Douglas did. Buster Douglas started fighting back. World was shocked. Goliath has been knocked down. What happened? And they went to Buster Douglas and they asked Buster Douglas simply like, what happened? And Buster Douglas said, listen to me, it's real simple. Before my mother died, she told the whole world that I was going to beat Mike Tyson. And 2 days before the fight, my mother died. Buster Douglas had a decision to make. When his mother died, he could die with his mother, or he made a decision, I can wake up and I can live for
Applied jobs for 30 times, got rejected. I went for a police, they said, no, you're not good. I went to even the KFC, when KFC came to China, come to my city, 24 people went for the job. 23 people accepted. I was the only one guy.
Many more ways to fail than to succeed. I mean, particularly like for a rocket, there's like 1,000 ways to think and fail and like one way it can work. If you try hard and it doesn't work out, that's okay. Like you can learn from that and do another company and it's not a big deal.
J.K. Rowling got rejected 12 times before she finally wrote and published Harry Potter. Even Beyonce had to make hundreds of songs to get Halo. The greatest successes come from having the freedom to fail.
Your unconscious mind, it doesn't know the difference between an experience in your life that creates an emotion and an emotion that you can create by thought alone. So if you're living by the same emotion every single day and those emotions...
You know what I think is a better advantage than fucking being born into something? Being born into nothing. People that have zero, like, this fucking guy's an idiot. They will say what I always hear, which is, cool, I'll cry in my Ferrari. That's because you don't know what crying is, dick. Because smiling in your fucking Toyota is way better than crying in your Ferrari. If you think a fucking Ferrari or some fucking hot Supremes or a fucking pretty girl or boy or a yacht is gonna make you happy, you're just not smart about life.
Do me a favor, man up. It's easy to get drunk or get high when you got a problem than to deal with it. But when you finish off that high and you finish getting drunk, guess where that problem gonna be? She's still gonna be there. He ain't going nowhere. So you might as well just deal with it while you sober. And that's the problem with some of you. You're willing to lose it because you ain't worked hard enough for it. That's the problem with some of you. You haven't worked hard enough where you don't want to lose it. So make your next move your best move and make the rest of your life the best of your life.
Dedication, hard work, dedication, hard work. I'm a one-man army, one-man army. The world can go against me. I'm still come on top. I got God on my side.
There's actually no reason to be scared. It only just ruins your day. You don't have to jump. And then in that moment, all of a sudden, where you should be terrified is the most blissful experience of your life. And God placed the best things in life on the other side of terror.
Lazy people do a little work and think they should be winning, but winners work as hard as possible and still worry if they're being lazy.
Wake up! Wake up! Wake up! Wake up! Look at me. The world doesn't care about your feelings. Instead of letting your emotions bring you down, let your emotions fuel you. Become the best version of yourself and prove the haters wrong. Let your actions do the talking for you.
love.
This is iron right here. But the thing about this iron is it has become dull. This should be able to slice me wide open. But the only reason that it's not slicing me open is because it's been hitting against wood. So if iron sharpens iron, what doesn't sharpen iron? Wood. If iron and wood are constantly in relationship, this can never be sharpened because it's not made from the same material. This is what the scripture says when it tells us not to be unequally yoked. If I'm in a relationship with somebody that is not equally yoked, what happens is one will become damaged and the other will become dull. Many of us are in relationships that are unequally yoked, and it's hurting both of you because you started off sharp, but you started having relationship with wood. People that don't have the same values, people that don't believe God. Oh, we can just do it this one time. We can go to the club tonight. It's your birthday. And what happens is the thing that was sharp becomes dull. And the thing...
If you knew who was really behind Bitcoin, you would run as fast as you fucking could to sell it. I know. 100%. If you knew who owned Bitcoin or who started Bitcoin, and you had Bitcoin, you couldn't sleep at night. I know. 100%. And when the real founder of Bitcoin comes out, it is my humble opinion, and there's nothing humble about me, Bitcoin will go to fucking zero.
One day.
And a microsecond. Boom.
Nothing will hold you back more than insecurity. Make no mistake about it. Insecurity kills more dreams than failure ever will. You didn't even try. You haven't failed. You're insecure. And you're calling things failure, but in reality, you didn't even get up off the sidelines and attempt to go.
Lazy people do a little work and think they should be winning, but winners work as hard as possible and still worry if you're being lazy.
Nothing comes free in life, right? There's a price to pay for everything. And all I want is to dominate the globe. That's all I want. So for that, you have to sacrifice sleep and food and schedules and routine, and it's okay. I love what I do, and I don't take my job for granted. I don't take my work for granted. I really believe that very few people get to wake up in the morning and say, yes, I'm going to work, and yes, I get to do something which I want to do on my terms.
You spend time with your family?
Sure I do.
Good. Because a man who doesn't spend time with his family can never be a real man.
One of my favorite quotes I've ever heard is, God will put you back together right in front of the people that broke you.
A lot of people feel they're burnt out because they're doing too much. I think you're doing too little of the things that make you feel alive. You're doing too little of the things that really matter in your life.
My lover's got humor. She's the giggle at a funeral. Knows everybody's disapproval. I should've